Well, hello there. Welcome back to Space Engineers 2. Yeah, we're still in the alpha stage. Yeah, we're still in early days. But I've been doing some messing around. I've been wanting to do this little video for a little while. I've been trying to learn how to use the build-in system and also something else. But first off, building. Yes. I'm seriously far away. Of course I am, because why wouldn't I be? I still can't get back. Okay, so as I said, I've been messing around. You remember this little monstrosity right here? Yeah, that's not the best way to build this. I found out very quickly that containers don't work. They have no inventory. The drills don't do anything. They just mine. They just do what they need to do. They dig holes and that's it. Now, this is a little miner I made, and trying to get the pieces looking proper took me quite some time. But the detail blocks, which are the small little blocks that you can actually see on the exterior points around here where my pointer is, I don't know whether I'm going to turn that off or not. Those are actual little detailing blocks, and with them taking out the seams of all the different blocks, most of them you can't even notice where the seam is, but on this you can see the difference between the normal blocks and the detailing blocks. So I've gone through this. I've actually made this little small miner, and pretty much the containers are all connected in their own way, so that when we do get inventories, they should in theory work together. Now, this took me about 2 days to build, because trying to get the angles right, the building and everything else. I now understand the building routines on all the blocks. Press Control, WASD, Q and E rotates all the blocks. R changes the block styles from small and large. If I go to 9, the paint gun, which apparently has decided it's going to disappear on me, apparently. Hang on, what's going on here? Wait a minute, what? Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna reset 9. That's weird. It used to actually have a... It would have a physical model if your character was here. So if I say take this now, if I do that, I can actually just rotate it via the control button to move the grid. This is just basically a copy of the original build. So if I just put that there, and say I want to recolor this, I've got to remember how to do this. Quick menu. You can different sizes, different areas you want to do. Single will stay at. Selected color, we go into. Say we want to paint all of this. The main vessel white, but as you can see, the saving is very, very bad. So as you can see, other parts of it are still yellow, red and black, where all I've changed is the color scheme from the grey to the white. So go back into the radial menu, So we want to change that from black to red. Anything that was coloured in black now turns to red. Oh, and these lights don't really do much, to be honest. I thought they'd be just as good as a spotlight, but I mean, yeah, they kind of work. Well, I kind of go into here. Have I got my lights on? Yeah. So if I go really, really close to this, you can just about see the lights on the front of the vehicle. So it works until it doesn't. But yeah, this is a functional mining vessel, and once we get connectors in, this could be a transport vessel as well. You can have one as mining, one as a transport vessel, or you can have one mining drill, one conveyor on the front, and one side connects onto your next ship, the other side continues mining, so you can have a combo there. I think that looks pretty good. Unlike this monstrosity here. I do need to improve on my building styles, I will admit that. Still can't do symmetry. I don't know why I can't do symmetry, and I think it's a me thing, not the game. So I can never do it in SE1, so that's just me. But these are the original mining vessel. It did take a little bit of inspiration, but as you can see, they've done actual greebling around the exterior, whereas mine is still in Space Engineer 1 style greebling. Gonna have to get better at that. But there is this little thing called, if I go and look on here, you've got partial copy. Now, this is the thing I have been playing with. As you can see, I played with the paint tool a little bit, changing colours on the red one, so now it's the red ship is now been changed to a darker style. I was going to call it something else, but I know that might not be the best thing to call it. So what I did was, I'm trying to make a conflux, whereas I'm trying to make a mishmash of the red one into a slightly different style design, taking the original vessel and then redesigning it into a different way so it's not just too big. This is a work in progress, by the way, so I might show this off at some point once it's finished. So yeah, trying to get those pods around the right way. And the G menu, oh, don't even get me started there. Having to learn the blueprint system, putting it down onto the bar. So I've got over engine greeble, which you can see there is basically that top bar that I've got there. Putting that into position, you actually have to use the precision section, so that if I see, I can put it on there, I can put it on anywhere, but I was trying to make it so that it actually looked proper. So if I go like that, and if you see there, it's a lot lower on the forward section. It won't properly go up. So what I had to do was I had to bring it up that way so that when yeah, I'm on. So I had to bring it up. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, that's no. Now I'm just screwing up. Now it has to go that way. It has to go in position. Alright, let's go for here then. So why won't you go up? I had this done the other day. It's like it wants to drop it down. I don't know why, unless I have to... It's like it wants to go in the middle, but it doesn't want to go there. There was a way I did it. I can't remember actually how I did it. To cancel the blueprint, you press right mouse button. And to be honest, I keep having a problem. I twitch with my right mouse button finger, and that keeps dropping me out every single time. But this is kind of like a building process. I think it's a beginning of a new ship, and I kind of like the look of it. Yes, I could actually see that as a drop ship onto a planet. We put some hydrogen thrusters mixed with atmospheric thrusters once we get them. I think this will be a pretty good one to land. As I said, work in progress. So to get to this point, what I had to do, and this was the most frustrating part. Let's say we want to take this section from up here. I would say go for the size you want it in, because trying to do it in small size, alright, it works, but I mean, technical terms, I suppose you could turn it into small size. I don't know how to do that bit yet. And then it was, you press Control. The problem is it says Control P. Now P on a normal keyboard is right the other side of the keyboard. Apparently, rumor has it they're going to be changing the key bindings at some point, so they're going to be trying to make it a lot more easier to do. Because trying to go from left control to right P, and that sounded wrong, I know. Instead of going to right control, then you go P. It's a lot easier. So you click on the actual block you're looking at, and that becomes the first block. Now I kept doing it wrong. I kept going into control, and sometimes I kept clicking on the side with the left mouse button. Don't do this. I found that all that did was just takes that one block out and copies that one block. So start again, Control P, click on that one block you're looking at there, hit Control, either of the controls do it, doesn't matter which one. Right, so you're looking at the side you're looking at, you just have to figure out the facing that you want to go out. Then you have to roll your middle mouse button, not press it, roll it forwards, or whichever way you have it set up to go. You see how that is now extending all the way to the end. It will tell you once you get all the blocks in there. So if I go like this, take the UI off, it tells you how far, and it actually shows a little red block or outline of the blocks you have. So if I go back into this, to the mode, then we go looking at this, and I think it's no, this way. So you want to take this top section off, take it out about as far as you think it is. Yes, it's a long-winded process. You have to be literally facing. I found the point of access for it. And you go backward. Keep going. I only want this top section. I don't want that rear thruster at all. So we're going to stop there. Then I found looking at the facing you want to go to, and then trying to find which facing you're looking at. Just don't do anything yet. Go across. Keep rolling that mouse wheel. Just don't try and right mouse at all, or you will cancel the build or the copy. So we want to go that way, I think. Yep, that goes to, takes that down. So down like that. So that looks like that's catching those blocks. You can take it a little bit further if you feel like you need to click on or capture whatever you need to. Do this. See, I've got the entire, it will show you what areas you've got, just don't click anything yet. Once you feel, oh wait a minute, I have got some parts that I actually don't want, but you can take them off. But we want all of this load anyway, and whatever's going to come with it is going to come with it, whichever way we do this. I mean, with the front we can actually take that back a little bit so we don't get those front sections. Unfortunately, we are going to get these little bits here. They're kind of in the way, but we've stopped it from taking those stanchion bits there. So we've done all this, we've got our selection, left mouse button to confirm. So now I have a copy of this. Right, so now what do you do with this? Me, I'm just going to put it there. And then what I'm going to do, okay, that's fine actually, having those parts on there. Actually, it adds to the actual build section. I like it. Until they kind of do something with reactors, we've got infinite power, so yeah. This is something that I wanted, and looks even better actually with that. So then I Control B, so you can get the grid you want, which is that. We go into the blueprint menu, and then we basically rename what this is going to be. This is going to be a, I think they call it a boulette or something like that. I think it's, I can't remember what the word boulette means. And you basically go and rename it, say, I call it the R1 or R1 sensor node. So say it's like that. I mean, you can name it whatever you want. Hit enter, then you go save. So that is now saved in my blueprints. If I go here, there it is, number 585. Don't know why it's 585, but I'm guessing that's 585 PCU, I'm guessing. R1 sensor node top. So we go to build menu 5, bring that down there. For some reason I had a bit of a problem where the image wasn't working properly with the blueprint, and the blueprint wasn't even loading, which was a bit weird. I didn't actually understand that. B still block alignment. So let's just say I want to go like this. See, it no longer has the thrusters there. So if I get this right, oh, it doesn't want to let me put it on there. Interesting. Is it because I'm trying to put it on catwalks? Maybe. Let's say we put it about that does not like going there. I don't know why. Unless it's because oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. I know. It's the thrusters. So what we do, we take the thrusters out. Typical, it would have to save right there. Right, so we take that out. Then we go Control B again. Take another blueprint. R1 sensor node without thrusters. So bear in mind when you make these things, whatever's in there, it might say that the block is going to be way too big. So I've got one with thrusters and one without thrusters now. So we go back in. My group is Mark 5, so without thrusters this time, we put that in. And then we try again and expect it to say yay, hopefully. Right, so flip it around using Control and WASD. We were going to put it right here. Okay, so I'm guessing that's still a bit too tall then. Why? Oh, why will you not? That's interesting. Alright, so block placement is not liking me. Well, free placement. No, free placement doesn't like me either. Oh, okay. I mean, my guess is that... I mean, this was supposed to be an easy way of doing this, but... why? No, won't go there. Alright, let's try underneath. Maybe it's getting picky because I'm trying to do this on the top. Why won't you go anywhere now? That's weird. I don't get why it's not liking me at all. Let's try putting it in backwards. Let's see what it does there. No? Okay, so it does work. It must be something to do with the block boundaries then. Because that looks stupid there. That's not the way I wanted it. But it has gone on. But if I undo it, it disappears. The undo system, I love the undo system right now. You take out a block by accident. There's so many times I've done that in the original. Lost a block. And I had to figure out what block it was and then repaint the damn thing. But yeah, I'm not sure why this doesn't want to lock on at all. I wonder. So if I kind of go down, let's see what's actually stopping this. So if I say I want it to go here, what is stopping it? Is it boundaries or something for something? It looks like it's block boundaries. So it looks like you have to have enough room around things to lock them down. You gotta make sure you have enough room to lock things down so that they actually go into the place you want them to be. Okay, that's interesting. So what I'll do is I'll continue playing around with this. See what I can make. So seriously, that's got a few more things to be figured out. But as you see, this is a work in progress. a reimagining of the red ship from that big thing over there to this thing over here. Take the best qualities of it, and maybe the under engines, I might take them off and then kind of make them into a part of something. I don't know yet. But that, I know it's been about 20 minutes long. I just wanted, well, 25 minutes I should say. I just wanted to show you the ins and outs of a few things that I've personally learned after time and error and made wrong moves and everything. So yeah, Space Engineers 2 is not fully fleshed out. My personal advice is, if you want to get in there and try and create something, by all means do it. Don't be put off by some of these other people that say don't buy it yet. I would say if you really, really want to get into it, do it. Don't worry, I'll be popping back into Space Engineers 1 fairly soon. So, as I said, it's not fully fleshed out yet. It's very, very early stages. I'm still getting my head around going from Space Engineers 1 to Space Engineers 2, because when you're turning around blocks, if I go back into my character, I used to use insert, delete, end, home, page up, page down to rotate blocks. Now, if I look at this, you've got W, A, S, D, Q, and E to rotate everything down. You've got symmetry mode and stuff like that, and to move blocks towards, it used to be mouse up, mouse down. Now you go through your inventory and stuff like that. But as I say, my character's moved. Of course I have. But yeah, I was saying, if you want to play it, if you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't, I would say hold off for a little while longer. I wanted to play it, so this is me. I wanted to, because this is where my channel was really founded, on Space Engineers. I love this game. I love this game in its entirety. But if you don't, wait on for a few more patches and a few more updates. Maybe even Vertical Slice 2. But that's not my call to make, that's your call to make. Only you can make that decision. But now that I know what I know, I will now become a better builder for that. I just want more blocks to make the ships less bulky. Because you know, my vessels, the Predator is one of my favourite builds I ever made, alongside the Behemoth and the Boreas. Those three are my favourite ships of all time that I've ever built. And the most hardest. Oh yeah, and the Cerberus. That was a good one. Those ships there are one of my favourites of all time I've ever built in the entirety of Space Engineers. Boreas was the hardest one I've ever built. Jeez, that thing took forever. And that's with a dying computer I built that. Well, dying parts in my computer. But enough rambling on. I didn't want this to go too long. I just wanted to show you a few things that I've been playing around with in Space Engineers 2. These are still early days for me. I'm still learning, getting adjusted. But tell me what you think in the comments, please. If you think it's not ready, then it's not ready. But that's enough for me. I want to hear what you think. I'm going to say Toodly Pipski. From the stars we came. Say that one again. From the stars we came, to the stars we go back to, or return to, I should say. See, I ain't doing this for a little while. Bye bye.